Hey folks, Tad T back at you. So today, I'm going to give this stuff a try. Bare metal foil. Inspired by and maybe a little bit encouraged by Shotgun Dave. He did a video not too long ago talking about bare metal foil and how he likes to use it on all his, where he needs something to look like it's chrome, the grill, some of the molding maybe, or just wherever you want it, the molding around the windows. So I painted up this 3A3D F100. This went all black. This is not going to be a race truck. This is going to be a street truck, so no numbers, nothing. But I'm going to chrome it out. So right here on camera, I know it's not live, and this may never make it to YouTube, but I'm going to try. So necessary tools. Supposed to use a toothpick. I got this skewer, which I've kind of dulled the end a little bit on it. And then I was playing around with the stuff the other day, and I put some on this extra piece of model I had, and I was actually using the end of a paintbrush, and I was actually even kind of going like this with the paintbrush to kind of smooth it out, the actual paintbrush end, and then the end of this is pretty dull, and then going back with that. But so I might use that, and super sharp X-Acto blade. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to attempt to chrome the grill here. And this stuff is pretty thin. Once you get it started, my hands aren't near as steady as they used to be. Good pair of tweezers too is something that a guy ought to have handy. We get it started. I got plenty big of a piece here. We're going to lay it over the grill. Just use my finger at first and kind of get it to get down in all the crevices. You can even use your fingernail a little bit if you've got a fingernail, just to kind of, wow, I can already see it. You can already see it coming out there, the detail. Now I think I'll come in here with the end of this paintbrush and go around. Yeah, that stuff's definitely cool, especially somebody that's never used it before like me. It's pretty cool, interesting stuff. You might hear a few dogs in the background. They're over there letting everybody out this afternoon. I got the afternoon off, so I'm playing with trucks. Yeah, then I think it's just a matter of just continuing to work it around all the little grooves. Of course, when I'm done here, I got to cut all this loose. I went through it there on accident. That's an opening right there. That's pretty cool looking. Let me see if I can use this. Yeah, if you take that toothpick, you can really bring out the detail with that. Wow. You see that one side there? I did with the toothpick, and the other side I haven't toothpicked it yet. And it's really, I don't know how well you can see that, but it's really brought it out. Wow, that is wild. With every little pass with that toothpick. It really comes out. Man, that's some cool stuff. Oh yeah. Now let's see if I can cut it free. Some of this might not be on camera because I gotta get in here and this is where the steady hand comes in for sure. See how bad I can mess this up. I see where you definitely want a sharp blade for this. And you know, if I mess this up, I'll just rip it off and do it again. I'll consider this practice. This might be practice anyway. This whole video might get scrapped. I don't know. We're going to try here. See if we can't get around. I got one more cut to make on this end. And I'll peel it off of there. We'll see what it looks like. Get that cut just a little bit more. Definitely patience is the key here. A little bit. I can fix that. I'm not going to cry about that. I'll be damned. That wasn't too bad. Check it out. It looks cool. I could go back and do just a couple little touch-ups, but I probably should have brought it around the end a little bit more of that headlight, but that's all right. For a first time, I might pull it off and do it again, but cool. I like that. Looks cool. A lot better. I normally use chrome paint, like one of these pens, these chrome paint pens, and they work really well too, but they do dull a little bit after you paint them, which that'll dull some too, but I think that actually looks better because it's more uniform looking, and sometimes those chrome pens, it kind of wants to bunch up a little bit, look kind of crummy, but I may start using this at least some of the time, but cool. My first attempt at some bare metal foil. Thanks for the inspiration, Dave. Just learned a new technique. Killer. Catch y'all later. Have a good one.